Welcome friends, welcome our new Hope Mechanical Learn Answer. Whatever we learn, we will share here. So friends, in this last video, our channel, we are learn something about basic safety training for rigging and lifting. So the part 1 is there. So if someone didn't watch our video, please go previous videos and watch that basics. So this one continues another section. So it's also basic but safety training for basic rigging and lifting. But our concept today we are going to learn general lifting rules, color coding system, SW and WLL definition, calculation of load weight. So friends, let's go to video. General lifting rules. Once we are entering our industrial works, perform the any lifting jobs, first we need to know what are the lifting rules for general. All companies should follow these rules. So one by one, please listen and learn and proceed with your job. So do not lift a load if load weight is not known. So there are two conditions. Do not lift a load. It means don't lift a load. If you don't know the weight, don't lift a load. So the solution, calculation the load or use a load cell and try a lift. If you don't know the load, calculation the load by the formulas and some derivations. Otherwise, use a load cell and try a lift. So next, load not balanced during lifting. While we are performing the job, the task, the load is unbalanced, don't lift or don't lowering. Because if it unbalanced, anytime it can skip and fall from top to down. So it may cause to accident. So the load is unbalanced, don't go to any lifting operations. So solution, carry out trial lifts. So if it unbalanced, don't problem, no anything issue. Just trial lift one or two times, it is okay, then you can proceed. So that capacity calculation of lifting gears not known when used in different modes. So if you don't know the lifting gears capacity, don't use. The solution, calculate the sling capacity according to mode of H. So when we are going to different position of the sling, it may affect the sling capacity. So please understand, before we are going to use the sling, please understand what is the capacity 1 or 2 or 3 position. So it will come next another videos. So you are not trained to recognize defective lifting gears. If you don't know how to use the lifting gears or chain block and something, if you don't know is it okay or not okay, don't attempt to any lifting operations. Number 5, for lifting of balanced loads, sling capacity 2 times the sling capacity of the normal load for same weight. So if the load is balanced and uniform load, the sling capacity will be double. So we can use the double load. If it is if it may be the 2-ton sling, the load is the balanced or uniform load, so you can use up to 4-ton. So this is the general or basic rules for the lifting operations. So next, color coding system. Friends, this color coding system, every industrial has individuals and some of industries follow international coding system. In my previous company, we are following our own system, and now also our company following own system. So just go through this and learn, and it will be helpful for our work. So a method of marking equipment to give a visual indication of its certification status. So the color code means is nothing but it's not very big deal. It means the D cycle or bow cycle and slings has the visual inspection, visual indication something. It means normally with paint or something or tag. So the color is still visual. We can know it's okay, certification is okay. So a method of marking equipment normally with paint to give a visual indication of its certification status. According to regulations or standards, all lifting equipments are to be inspected in every 6 months when the test certificate expires. So friends, according to the regulations or OSHA standards, all lifting equipments are to be inspected in every 6 months when the test certificate expires. So in every 6 months, it will automatically going to inspection and that party will provide certificates. So if the certificate will be expired, again it go to inspection and make color code. Sound items are color coded to the next corresponding period to identify. If the expire, if the color code not matter, if the certification is expired, then it will go to another same inspection next time, and they are following the current color code. So it will easily identify, oh, is it okay or not okay. All defective items are to be destroyed. So if something slings and bicycles and any lifting gears and any lifting equipments are defective, please to be destroyed and inform our supervisors or manager or who are responsible for these lifting items. Ongoing color coding on equipments confirm the validity of that party certification. So if the color code is already visual and is it okay, it is appearance of same color, again one more time you can confirm the validity of the that party certifications. Every company has the that party certification for lifting equipments. So we can check and inspect before any lifting operation. Remember, do not use lifting gears if there is no ID, SWL and present color code. So friends, it's a very important point. Don't use, if the lifting equipment don't have the ID number, no SWL is not mentioned, it don't have color code, please don't use that. If you use that, if anything happen, you are the only one and responsible, the company will fire definitely you. So please friends, if you don't know the ID number and SWL and the present color code, don't use it. In our some of our industries, some technicians negligence, it's okay, we can use the sling. Then lifting, sometime it will happen failure, the responsible, the one who engaged the job. So friends, don't use. If you don't know the ID number, if it's not appearance any ID numbers and any SWL, if don't have any present color code for the lifting items, lifting equipments marked, so don't use that. Please consult your supervisor. So next, what is SWL? So most of us we know SWL, safe working load, but we don't know what is SWL. So it's a symbol. Safe working load is the maximum load that can safely be lifted or lowered under particular service conditions as confirmed in test and examination records and should not be exceeded. So friends, the manufacturer already given the SWL. It means they are provided and they are inspected the lifting equipment is the maximum load by safe work. So it means safe working load. So one more time I can read. SWL is the maximum load that can safely be lifted or lowered under particular service conditions as confirmed in test and examination records and should not be exceeded. Okay. So then next, WLL, working load limit. WLL is the maximum load that an item or lifting equipment is designed to lift or lower as determined by the manufacturer. So WL is the maximum load an item lifting equipment is designed to the lift or lower as that determined by the manufacturer. The manufacturer provided the WLL is the maximum load we can use by the maximum load. This is the limit. So friends, don't confuse SWL and WWL, safe working load and working load limit. Don't confuse is that. So SWL means the manufacturer already inspected at such conditions. WLL means is the maximum load capacity. So don't confuse is that, just a symbol that it inspected some safely work limited conditions. WLL means is the maximum working load by the manufacturer. So calculation of load weight. You must know the load weight before rigging it. Any job you can perform to lift or lowering, you must know the load weight, how much is it. If you don't know the load weight, already I explained the previous slides. If you don't know the weight, just go through the calculations or use the load cell to calculate or measure the weight. So maybe marked on the load. Some of the loads already marked. If you know the motor, electric motor already mentioned there, how much kilograms is there. Gearboxes also, valves, too many equipments and our devices has the load, how much is already mentioned by label. If the label is not appearance or not visual, then go to another. So never rig a load if you do not know how much it weighs. If you can't find the weight listed, you can estimate the weight as follows. So if you don't know the weight, so you can calculate the weight by the following some formulas. So calculation load weight. Calculate the volume in cubic meter, then multiply the volume by the density of the material. So friends, if you don't know the weight, don't worry about that. Just calculate the volume by the cubic meter, so meter cube, and in multiply with the density of the material. So density of the material we can know once we can lift the material. So that time you ask our supervisor or co-worker or someone, they know the density of the material, metal or steel, aluminium, anything. So density of material already standard. So volume we can calculate by some formulas. So next video I will upload the how can we calculate different shapes. It means, so load shape, rectangular, solid cylinder, thick walled or thin walled pipe or sphere and pyramid. So different shapes, how can we calculate the volume? So next video I will upload that it by the image with formulas, and I can apply no it means, and next video I will upload the same approximate weight of the common material. So some aluminum, brass, steel, magnesium, oil, paper, weight, water, wood, it gets some standard weight. So if the cubic meter, it gets a standard or constant weight. So in next video I will upload that one. So friends, thank you for your support. For our subscribers, first of all of you, I thank you. And if you don't know anything, please go through our comment section, suggest it, or mail through my mail ID. I will support you and upload new upcoming concepts. So friends, thank you.